What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. Now guys, today we are going to continue our coverage over Ultimate Marvel. And guys, we once again pick back up with Ultimate Spider-Man. And we're going to cover a two-part story where basically Wolverine switches bodies with Spider-Man. Yes, you heard me correctly. Wolverine and Spider-Man switch bodies. And guys, this is only a two-part storyline, but honestly guys, this is one of the fun ones of Ultimate Spider-Man. Now guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. But anyways guys, let's go ahead and dive into Ultimate Spider-Man, which by the way switches bodies with Wolverine. Now guys, to begin our story, we do pick up with Peter Parker. Now thing is though guys, you do have Peter Parker kind of wake up for school because you had May kept calling his name over and over again. Now the thing is though guys, as soon as Peter Parker gets up for school, he does go downstairs and he is greeted once again by Aunt May. Now thing is though guys, you have Peter Parker kind of give the look of, who in the world are you? And why in the world are you talking about moving to a new house? What in the world is going on? Now, you do have Peter Parker go downstairs to the basement. And the thing is though guys, as soon as he gets down to the basement, he is greeted by Mary Jane. Now guys, just like Aunt May, you have Peter Parker kind of like, okay, who in the world is this lady? And why in the world is she hugging me and kissing me? Like, what in the world is going on right now? This cannot be my life. Now we do jump over to Wolverine. Now the thing is though guys, you have Wolverine waking up in a random motel. And the thing is though guys, as soon as he wakes up, he's kind of like, what in the world is going on? Where am I? Why do I smell bad? Like, where in the world am I right now? And why in the world am I naked? Now the thing is though guys, you do have Wolverine walk into the bathroom, look at the mirror, and he does see himself. But the thing is though guys, he freaks out. And the thing is though guys, with him freaking out, he does pop open one of his claws, which of course does stab him. Now we do jump back over to Peter Parker, and the thing is though guys, you do have Peter Parker kind of still walking around the house trying to figure out what in the world is going on. And that's when you have Aunt May kind of hand him the phone, saying somebody on the phone wants to talk to you about work. Now the thing is though guys, as soon as Peter Parker answers the phone, he is greeted by Wolverine on the phone. And guys, this is where we come to find out that Wolverine and Peter Parker have basically switched bodies, because you have Wolverine, who's right now really Peter Parker, tell Wolverine, listen, somehow you and I have switched bodies. I don't know how, but we did. But the thing is though guys, you have to go to school for me because I cannot miss school. And I know that you have never been to school before, but listen, today is going to be your first day. I need you to go to school. And the thing is though guys, with Wolverine being in Peter Parker's body, he's kind of like, excuse me, you go to school? Like, you really go to school and everything? You're a superhero. You are Spider-Man and you go to school? And now you're telling me that I have to go to school? And you have Peter Parker, who's still Wolverine right now, kind of tell Wolverine, yes, you have to go to school for me. You literally have to go to school for me before I miss any more days. Now guys, with Wolverine being the body of Peter Parker, you do have Wolverine go to school because once again, Peter Parker asked him to go to school. The thing is though guys, with Wolverine arriving to school, he is once again greeted by Mary Jane because she still believes that Wolverine is Peter Parker. And so as soon as he arrives to school, you do have Mary Jane kind of hand him the Spider-Man outfit, saying here's your costume just in case you have to go be a superhero once again. Now, of course, Wolverine does not like costumes at all. And so as soon as he looks in the bag and see the Spider-Man outfit, he's kind of like, yeah, this is totally not happening. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Peter Parker, who's right now in the body of Wolverine, walk up to Wolverine and say, okay, what in the world happened? Like, why in the world did you and I switch bodies for? Because basically right now, you're me and I'm you. And we can't have that, because the thing is, I hate being you, and I damn well know for sure that you hate being me. So you and I need to switch bodies. But the thing is though, guys, you do have both characters realize that they have no way to reverse this. And so you have Peter Parker tell Wolverine, since you're in my body, you are gonna have to live out my life for right now, which means you have to go to class and you have to sit there and just basically take all the notes you can, because I can't afford to miss another day. Now, thing is though, guys, while Wolverine, who's in the body of Peter Parker, is in class right now, you have Peter Parker, who's right now Wolverine, outside of school wondering how in the world can he be able to switch bodies back to normal. The thing is though, guys, while Peter Parker, who's right now in the body of Wolverine, is waiting to find a way to switch bodies back to normal, he does see a bunch of cops go after somebody in a car chase. And so Peter Parker believes that maybe he still be a superhero even though he's not in his own body. And so you have Peter Parker use the body of Wolverine to go after the police to kind of help them chase down the random thug. The thing is though, guys, Peter Parker is not used to being Wolverine. And so of course, when he goes and tries to be a superhero, well, he kind of messes everything up and causes a huge car crash. Now guys, after the car accident was made, because Peter Parker, who's right now in Wolverine's body, made the car crash, you do have Peter Parker kind of get out of the car crash. And the thing is though, guys, as soon as he gets out of the car crash, he is surrounded by a bunch of different police officers. Now guys, these police officers, they know who Wolverine is, because Wolverine is an X-Men, and the X-Men are well known to the public eye. And so when Peter Parker thought it'd be a good idea to use the body of Wolverine, the thing is though, guys, when his claws popped out, of course, the police officers saw them. They're kind of like, yo, Claws, you are a mutant. You're from the X-Men. You're Wolverine. We know you're an assassin. We cannot be safe with you. And so as soon as Peter Parker gets back up after using the body of Wolverine, you do have police officers kind of like, dude, we are taking you to jail because we have no idea you're a good guy or a bad guy, but we are taking you to jail. And so Peter Parker, who's in the body of Wolverine, gets arrested. Now, we do jump forward to the actual police station where you do have Wolverine right now sitting, sorry, not Wolverine, you do have Peter Parker, who's in the body of Wolverine, right now sitting in a prison cell. And of course, guys, you know how it goes. You do get that one phone call when you do get arrested. Now, the thing is though, guys, Peter Parker used the one call to call up the X-Men to tell them that what happened to him, saying that, listen, I'm not Wolverine, I'm Peter Parker, and somehow me and your fellow teammate have switched bodies. I don't know how, but we have. And I'm calling you guys to, one, bail me out of jail, but two, find a way to fix our problem. Now, the thing is though, guys, of course, when Peter Parker called the X-Mansion, all they hear is Wolverine's voice. And so they do not believe the fact that Wolverine and Spider-Man have switched bodies, because on the phone line, all they hear is Wolverine. And it sounds like Wolverine is drunk or he just gone crazy. And so the X-Men just hang up the call, which means Peter Parker, who's right now in the body of Wolverine, has no choice but to kind of stick it out in prison. The thing is though, guys, while he's waiting out in prison, you do have Wolverine appear wearing the Spider-Man outfit. Because guys, remember, Peter Parker and Wolverine have switched bodies. And so right now, with Wolverine being in the body of Peter Parker, he's kind of like, listen, kid, I use your powers, your spider powers, to come here and to technically break you out, which right now you're in my body, but to break you out, and so we can find a way to fix our big, huge problem. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Peter Parker and Wolverine kind of go outside, and they're trying to figure out what in the world happened to them. Why in the world did they switch bodies? The thing is though, guys, while they're talking to one another, you do have the X-Men kind of appear in front of both Wolverine and Peter Parker. Now guys, this is where we kind of find out why in the world did they switch bodies. Because guys, if you jump back to Ultimate X-Men Volume 6, I want to say, Volume 6 or 7, the blockbuster storyline, Jean Grey warned Wolverine, if Wolverine kind of gives one thought of somehow banging or having some kind of sexual thought about Jean Grey in his mind, Jean Grey was gonna get, sorry, I can't talk. Jean Grey told him that if you have one more nasty thought of me, I am going to do something evil to you. And so guys, that was done back in Ultimate X-Men, the blockbuster storyline. But things so guys, Brian Michael Bendis wrote that storyline right there. And so he used that one single line, and he brought that single line all the way over to Ultimate Spider-Man. And you have Jean Grey tell Wolverine, oh sorry, she reminds Wolverine that she says, listen, I warned you, if you have one more nasty thought of me about you and I doing the nasty, I would do something evil to you. And this is me getting payback against you because you had a nasty thought of me. And so I basically forced your two minds to switch because Wolverine, well, hey, he had one nasty thought of me. And guys, that is Brian Michael Bendis taking the smallest thing and just using it for another storyline. But thing is though, guys, as soon as Jean Grey tells Wolverine and Peter Parker on why their minds have been switched, you do have Jean Grey just easily fix the problem and put them two cells back in their right body. And the thing is though, guys, you have Peter Parker just freak out. He's kind of like, listen, I know why people hate you so much. It's not because you're mutants, because you're just crazy people. Like literally, you could have done anything else to Wolverine. Instead, you involved me and you almost ruined my life. And so with that right there, guys, you do have Peter Parker kind of just leave and he goes home. And he's kind of like, I'm done. I'm going home and I quit. Like, you guys just basically made my life even harder. And guys, that wraps up this two-part storyline. I do know it's not one of the greatest storylines and it's kind of lame, but to me, honestly guys, when I was a young boy reading this storyline right here, it was kind of fun. But anyway though, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. Please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below. But anyways guys, I'm out of here and I'll see you in the next comic book video.